a journey into the unknown. Today's story takes us to the dense rainforest near the border of Malaysia and Thailand, a place where lush greenery hides secrets older than memory. In late 2024, a small group of local researchers ventured into this remote area to study a newly discovered species of flora. Little did they know, they would stumble upon something far darker than any new plant. The group of 4 researchers arrived at a small village on the Malaysian side, about 2 days' journey from the main road. Despite villagers' warnings that the jungle was inhabited by a vengeful spirit, the researchers set up camp near a secluded waterfall. Their equipment included trail cameras, portable labs, and satellite phones. They intended to spend 5 nights collecting data, but they never made it to the 5th night. On the first night, one of the researchers, an experienced botanist named Dr. Kyril, reported hearing distant, rhythmic chanting echoing through the jungle. Initially, he dismissed it as trickling water or perhaps the wind swirling through the trees. The others heard nothing, so they brushed off his concerns. By the second day, the group discovered unusual footprints around their campsite. These prints were large, elongated, and looked nothing like the footprints of any known jungle animal. Dr. Kyril took plaster casts and wrote in his field notes that they seemed human, yet somehow distorted, almost as if someone had walked on their toes, leaving elongated impressions in the mud. That evening, around midnight, they awoke to the sound of frantic screaming. One of the researchers, a volunteer assistant named Anna, was missing from her tent. Her sleeping bag was torn open, and deep scratch marks trailed from her tent into the thick foliage. Amid the confusion, the satellite phones abruptly stopped working, leaving them completely isolated. Panicked, the remaining 3 split up to search for Anna. Not long after, a piercing wail cut through the darkness. Dr. Kyril sprinted toward the sound and found another researcher, Danielle, half-conscious near a tree. He was trembling and kept repeating, "It's not human, it's not human." Over Danielle's shoulder was a tall figure vanishing into the blackness. Despite the moonlight, its features were obscured, except for its eyes, which glowed a dull amber in the night. As dawn broke, the 2 men decided to leave immediately and find help. However, the trail cameras they'd set up captured a final grim revelation. Each camera showed fleeting glimpses of a shadowy figure stalking their camp, its movements unnaturally quick, its body contorted into angles that defied explanation. Only Dr. Kyril and Danielle made it out of the jungle, physically shaken but alive. Anna was never found. Local villagers insist that the entity they encountered was a forest guardian spirit, one that punishes outsiders who dare trespass without respect. To this day, rumors circulate about strange chanting and unexplained lights in that part of the rainforest. Despite multiple search parties, no definitive trace of Anna or the creature was ever discovered. Is it a legend come to life, or a tragic encounter with a yet undiscovered predator? The truth remains unknown, but travelers venturing near that forbidden waterfall still report a palpable dread that follows them, as though a silent watcher lurks just beyond their vision. Thank you for joining me on this chilling journey. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button for more true horror stories from across Asia. Until next time, stay safe and stay in the light.